Jump ahead. If you just joined us, this is Teamfortress.tv with Admirable, Spin and Sideshow. We're here for the ETF2L Season 18, powered by TT Sports Premiership Week 6 fixture, Lazy Pandas versus Publiclir.se. We just saw map 1 Pro Viaduct go 3-2 through the Lazy Pandas. Now we're going to the second map, Snakewater, and all to play for here. 3 points available. The points don't mean anything at all in the league standings here. Both these teams, their fate has been sealed. They can't escape from 8th and 7th respectively. Saints are definitely getting relegated, but they could at least save a little face here and get some points this season. Is that what we're all rooting for? I think so, Spin. Come on, Saints.
It's the last opportunity, the final map of the season for them, and you know all they need is a single point to leave with some pride. I know for sure that Onkaya will have some sarcastic celebrations if they get a point, and probably some sarcastic celebrations if they don't. It's the kind of guy he is. But yeah, I'm rooting for Saints to get a win on this map.
Saints coming away with a point in this fixture would be like any other team lifting the title, you know, after the grand final or something. That's the sort of stakes we're playing with here, just to avoid the 0 point season. Any point at all here, even a golden cap loss, I think would be a massive victory for Saints. Both teams have readied up though, so we will be going live and on to the first mid. I think I'm going to watch this Mira perspective. I think he is definitely one of the better players on Saints. Just gets a little bit overeager sometimes. Right now he's trying to pre-fire some stickies there, looking for Hildreth. He's noticeably faster than Hildreth, but not really using that to create any initial early play. Cap's going to get first blood there onto Mookie. Roamer on Roamer action, and let's see how will Saints react to this. They're going to move forward across the point there. Alba with a nice frag onto Sheepy. Denia is going to pick up Zub as well, and it's an absolute wipe there. Perfect! As Publiclir.se destroy Lazy Pandas here. They're coming out strong. They need that point.
Yeah, really strong mid for them. Like I said, Cap's getting the early kill, and then the scouts just cleaning up. They took the position on the point really well and just held their position, walked forward, and always kept the pressure on. I think Smiro with his, like I said, he was early there, and he stopped Hildreth from getting his position early on the fight. So when Hildreth was actually joining the fight, he was in a bad position. They're actually using crits here. They've used it, and they're not really getting any kills with it, but they do manage to get the cap. And I think if that had gone on any longer, if they hadn't managed to get all that cap time, I think that would have gone badly for them. They didn't get kills early with that crits at all.
That was crazy. It was the entire combo down from Publiclir, but somehow they still managed to cap the point against the 4 remaining players of Lazy Pandas. Half a kill was disconnected from the server there right at the start, so he's slightly late to mid, but neither team wants to take any early aggression on. You see the soldiers setting up here for Lazy Pandas. Mookie's going to jump up, get a couple of nice rockets onto Vanny, but he's going to lose that fight as the scout Denia steps in to back up his soldier teammate. Hildreth goes down as well, so Lazy Pandas not really having a strong middle so far, and the uber advantage here for Onkaya because it's crits! Oh, magic sticky right there, going to catch Kisakala and Zub, and I think they just remembered right as they were wondering what was going on in that mid fight, that their opponents were running crits, but it was too late. Big plays there. Onkaya just going hell for leather here. Crits or bust.
Yeah, exactly. They're just completely going for broke, and the move was strong again. Caps wasn't dealt with nearly fast enough by the Lazy Panda players, and he got a 1 rocket onto Kisakala, and then he managed to take down the demo, and Kisakala was forced back. Demo was down, and yeah, the crits was just, it was easy for them to push on. We've actually got a pause here, so it could be for Happy Cool. I know he's had a lot of problems lately with his connection, and he has to regularly rejoin servers. That's what we keep seeing, I think. And yeah, but they haven't been pausing for him, so perhaps it's someone else's job. But yeah, what are you expecting to see? What do they need to do to change their middle up? I think Lazy Pandas are the ones who are struggling most here. Obviously, their mid fights have been weak, and they're left defending on the last point now.
Yeah, I think a lot of the time Lazy Pandas just depend on Mookie to go in and try and make something happen, and a lot of the times he is finding those picks, and they tend to play off whether or not he's successful. But on that last mid, there was no protection on Hildreth either. Like, Danny is the sort of crazy scout that'll just take those opportunities to step forward and put pressure on your demo man. So I feel like rather than sit back, I'd like to see Lazy Pandas just go forward and use what I perceive to be their superior deathmatch to go and just crush them, because this can be a pretty one-dimensional mid, and like we saw Mookie getting dealt with pretty easily there on the last mid. Like, focus fire from Denia and Vanny, and he was taken out pretty early in the fight, but I can't even remember what happened on the first mid. But as well as that, the crits is something you really need to keep in mind. Now it seems like Onkai is intent on running it for the duration of the map, or at least long periods of time, so on that next mid, whenever Kisakala's getting to around 80%, if he's running over, he needs to tell his team to like get out or go in, like do something, don't just stand around and die. But we are unpaused again. Spin, what's happening? Oh, air shot on the caps, that's what's happening. He's going to crater though.
He does manage to take down Hildreth actually while he's in the air, but I think we're going to see a re-push from Lazy Panda. They haven't managed to catch anyone out. It looks like we're going to try and force bottom with the crits here. They've actually gone in completely hard, and yeah, Zub just takes everybody down. It was really close quarters, and despite using the crits, he still manages to just out-damage them in the small space. Fair play to him. He had a little bit of a height advantage, and he got the drop on them somewhat, and yeah, they're going to take the second point back, and this is going to be a lot more of a fight now. We'll see. They're not going to rush them straight to last, and we'll see how Publiclir respond, and see whether they can weather the storm here.
Yeah, that's the thing about crits. Even though it does do that massive damage, it requires a little bit of anticipation to use, and Publiclir absolutely caught out there, and Zub gifted with all those frags. The Uber does get forced off though by Caps, and we also see a sniper on the field here. It is Denia, of course. Right now though, looks like we're going to see a continuation here from Mookie. He was in deep onto Onkaya there, gets him down as low as 60, but will not get that medic pick, and now he's nosed. It's crits, they can relay that to the team, and Lazy Pandas can expect the crits, but they don't even have to hold forward here and try and go aggressive, considering there's still a man down there. Somebody rejoining the server, half a kill it must be. That may have been the pause yet, but I mean, looks like they're going to stay very defensive here. It's probably smart, but they lose two. They managed to keep their combo up though. So Zub and Kisakala, actually Zub's dead. It's going to be Kisakala and Sheepy.
Took down Kaya then. He came from behind. Wow. He was hiding on the top on the mid. Managed to come in and he hit a really long range rocket on him. It was a really great rocket actually to finish him off. They're going to get the midpoint, but I think they're going to struggle to get the second. It depends how much Lazy Pandas are going to try and commit to this. It looks like they're not going to commit at all. They're just going to go back and hold last with their Uber advantage. I expect to push out like they did last time.
And as Onkaya respawns, he's going to put down the crits. He's hanging up for now, going back to Medigun, but I think Lazy Pandas will be confident here, knowing that their opponents have no heals, but still the force happens. Caps with a fast bomb there onto Kisakala. A couple of nice rockets will force him to pop, but there's a back cap on, and they're throwing bodies at the point here to try and block. They did manage to kill off Kisakala as well during that. That was Denia.
Snipe. I didn't see where he hit him from, but it was a body shot onto him, fully charged. So well played from him, just anticipating where the mate's going to move, manages to get the pick. And they also managed to actually clean up four players in total from Lazy Pandas, so they're going to move on to second with some conviction. Soldier is behind, he's trying to do some work. Mookie manages to take down Caps, but gets taken down by Vanny in return. They're going to push forward, I expect here, but with the superior spawns for Lazy Pandas, they should struggle to get this, I would imagine, unless, once again, Lazy Pandas are just going to be very passive. But Scouts in the cheese on the left here, and I thought he was going to go into Hildreth. Does a little bit of damage. Two Scouts very aggressive there. The Uber comes out, and yeah, some massive plays in there. To take down Hildreth early, and they're going to look to walk straight onto the last, I imagine. Yeah, going bottom here. It's just Smearer on his own at the moment, so the soldiers join. Scout comes in from the right side. They're doing damage. The soldier on the right side gets taken down early. Another soldier jumps up onto the point to try and get a superior position. He gets taken down well by Vanny. Lots of heals stacked onto him. Scout's gone to the point now, and everybody's just having a huge fight on the point. Literally just everybody having a scrap, and they managed to get the final cap in the end. Hildreth trying to bomb in at the last minute, but not enough time, not enough space. The second round goes to Publiclir.
Yeah, that was delightful to watch. Even though that original back cap attempt didn't work out, it did result in that medic pick that seemed to just propel him forward. On to this, the third middle. It's 2-0 here to Publiclir. They looks like they could take some points here. 7 minutes play, 23 minutes left on the clock. And Caps with a fast relay. It's going to be a follow-up from Vanny as well. They're throwing both soldiers into the meat grinder here. They have managed to pick up Kisakala, but in the process, Lazy Pandas have come out on top. It's 3 versus 1 right now. Vanny, last man alive, is trying to find a frag. Gets the demo man. Hildreth going to go down, but Sheepy and Mookie will remain alive. They're going to be able to cap off middle and likely push ahead and get a little bit of cap time onto CP3 if they want, or CP4. Sorry, no, not even that. I see a lot of red players already respawning. Capped and Alba on the point. Both teams going to wait for their medics to get back and start buffing each other up. I'm checking for off classes here. Hildreth is going to run Spy, but probably just to check if it's crits or not. Yeah, he's going to switch back to Demo Man, and he will know that Onkaya is running Medigun, but right now Kisakala has switched off. He's running crits. He's going to give him a taste of his own medicine.
They would have had a much bigger advantage. Kisakala didn't charge for a long time after he spawned. He spawned a good like 5 or 6 seconds before Onkaya and didn't start healing until Onkaya had spawned. But like I say, they're using the crits, so they have the crits advantage, which they have now. They're looking to push from this left side. There's lots of stickies on the floor. Hildreth comes in, he gets taken down by the sticky straight away. They weren't
and
patient
the crits is popped as well.
Yeah, they used it and he just got taken down immediately, and the soldier spams out a rocket to try and catch something. Isn't successful. The scouts have come in on the flank though and done quite a lot of good work. Smira now and Denya just cleaning up, and yeah, poor crits from Lazy Pandas. They were far too eager, and they rushed through, got on the stickies and taken Hildreth down early, and that's just completely wiped out their attempt.
Leave the crits to the professionals, Lazy Pandas. They will get forward spawn though, which is gonna be good for them right here. Crits will be back up as well, and by the time Publiclir are all pushing towards the point and getting players on there, so it's going to be an interesting battle. But Saints are already through from the Sora. Nuki jumps up and gets a pretty easy force there onto Aonkaya, so it's a pretty defensive crits right there from Kisakali. Just pops off to try and keep back those marauding red players, but they're not going to be able to block the point with this, which is a little disappointing. I think they could have done better there, but there's a fight continuing. Smira is single-handedly locking down that shutter door, that roller door, kills Hildreth. Manny killed Mickey earlier, he's just respawned. It is 5-on-6 though, so Publiclir would be wise to push now. They could just go in, try and use that man advantage, and the fact there's no demo man, no stickies here. Go for it, guys! Yeah,
far too intensive. They could have pushed a long time ago already, but just holding back. They do fight, but it's like a kind of muted fight. They sit back really far on this right side, and the crits now comes down. They can do huge damage if they get this right, but they don't. Kisakala gets taken down very, very quickly by a bomb from Vanny, and it's just Hildreth now on the point versus Vanny and Smira, and huge pipe from Smira just finishes the round.
Yeah, he wasn't messed around. 3-0 here for Publiclir, who seem to have been holding out all season for more Snakewater action. This could be the moment we see Saints get some points on the board. It's been I suppose this is the 8th week, the mop-up week, 8 long weeks. But we're going to the 4th middle, I'm not going to call it too soon. And as I say, 20 minutes left on the clock here. Spin, what do you see?
20 minutes left, it could easily go either way, and the soldier bomb comes in from Mookie, but he's taken down very, very quickly, and his team just didn't follow up at all. Scouts now onto Hildreth. That's a lot of damage. I think he took him down as well. Kisakala goes down from the pipe from Smira. Just a bit of a mess at the beginning. They just weren't coordinating up with the bomb, and he's just coming down to DM now. And I think Zoob's doing well. He hits a rocket onto the scout. He's trying to chase him out, and he manages to do so. But they're backing off. Smira's just going to seal up now with his stickies. He might actually get the pick onto Zoob here. He's very close on 14 HP. He does take him down, and Publiclir will secure the point with both their demo and their scout remaining.
Just check and see what mediguns the respawn medics are running. Both of them sticking with the medigun right now. No crits creep shenanigans for this next phase of play. But it's pretty much neck and neck. 10% the difference in the air is not really going to matter. But no off classes either. It's going to be cookie cutter. 2 soldiers, 2 scouts, a demo and a medic. Red versus blue about to clash here. And the position is pretty good from the Lazy Pandas. Both scouts up there on the high ground, or they were before they just dropped off there. But should be able to die any bombs. Vanny's trying to move forward with 300 buff and create some space, but it's just eating up lots of damage. Caps catches a big pipe up there in the window, won't kill him off though, but a lot of very wounded players there on both sides. Actually, Uber are going to come in first from Saints. Their health is actually better than Lazy Pandas in general, but Lazy Panda's going to pop off and push forward. They're looking for frags, but the frags they're looking for are actually behind. It's Mookie versus Vanny. Vanny's going to win that fight, and he's going to be a big distraction here. Not only are they a man advantage, but there's also a guy behind. Vanny on 30 is going to begin to peak here. He's popping off very optimistic rockets in the general direction of the Lazy Pandas combo, but the main fight here is the Publiclir moving in. Smear goes down, gets picked off there by the scattergun of Sheepy, and somehow Saints have failed to make anything off Vanny's distraction, and now are looking for the exit. They're already being flanked though. Hildreth is going to bomb in here and try and catch out Onkaya's first sticky. isn't good, but the third is. He's gone down to 50. Crap there, he's going to get cleaned up by Sheepy. And solid play all around there from Lazy Pandas. They managed to deal with the threat behind and focus down the aggression from Saints despite being a man down. And they've come out ahead here, big time Spin.
Yeah, they really didn't stress out about the fact that he was behind, and when he eventually came in, he was on such low HP that he fired one rocket point blank into the demo and killed himself. So they did really well just to focus on the players ahead, which meant that ultimately they didn't have the man advantage, and they didn't have the man disadvantage in that little localized fight on grass. Sorry, on the train, and they've managed to do well there. And the fight's coming in with Lazy Pandas being really aggressive. They managed to catch out Smira down on the bottom there, and that's going to be huge for them pushing on to the last. They're going to secure second, and they should be able to just go on straight on to the last. They already have Uber, and Onkaya is not even close. He's nearly at 50% now. And they're onto Onkaya straight on Soldier and doing a lot of damage. Switches targets onto Vanny, takes him down, and it looks like surely they're going to be able to secure this point. They're just going to get the height advantage, and yeah, the extra spam is just too much. They don't have the medic. Everybody's down, brings it back to 3-1.
This could be the momentum shift in the game here. Lazy Panda's getting around on the board. How will that affect the Publiclir.se confidence? Onkaya is going to stick with the medic on no crits. He's playing for keeps here. And onto this, the fifth middle. 60 minutes 30 seconds left on the clock. Smira going to tag Hildreth and chip away a little bit of his health there, but who will follow up on that? I'm looking to see who's going to be the initiator here. Vanny's just walking across the top, not going to bomb in, but Mookie is going to jump up and challenge him. Then some knockback with a rocket there. Meanwhile, Caps has gone in, and Happy-Go went down to Denny's scattergun there. Mookie's going to jump in and get Onkaya eventually. And it seems like Lazy Pandas just waited out there for their moment to bring in the aggression. But as I say, that last ditch attempt there from Van jumps in, kills off Kisakala. Now it's Smear with full health here and two opponents who are very weak. Sheepy, just gets that last shot off before Smear can get the sticky. And will clean up for his team there. Lazy Panda's going to take this middle after that first round they got on the board just seconds ago.
Sheepy was tasked with dealing with Caps this time, dealt with him very quickly. He went down fast. Happy-Go went down in response, but getting rid of Caps meant that they couldn't push across the point that they have on the other mids. They ultimately took down Onkaya really quickly, but the bomb from Vanny was very, very good. He timed it perfectly, caught Kisakala out completely on the point, and juggled him straight up with the first rocket and finished him with the second. So good play from him. Timed his bomb well, and yeah, it's going to leave him with the opportunity to defend on second instead of having to defend on last.
The Lazy Pandas could definitely tighten things up a little bit there. Like, if you get a medic pick in that sort of situation, you need to immediately call for your team to collapse on you and protect you, but Kisakala didn't manage to survive. Here comes an Uber though, as Saints push in. Kisakala on 80%, Kai's just used his, he's down to 0, but he's going to be able to... Oh, what?
Mookie behind on his own is going to cap the point, brings out the entire team, and he might even escape here. It looks like he's going to escape forward, so no, he doesn't. He manages to they do manage to take him down and recap the point, but fair play to him. He's managed to bring the entire team back and kept his team on mid. Also with the Uber advantage, so they'll be pushing straight on to second now. And while they don't have him up, they did take down Vanny as well in the same instant, and so it's 5 fish versus 5 on the second point.
Oh, this is dangerous. Kisakala's on 20. He's had to pop over here, and Lazy Pandas were getting a little bit overexcited there. They were still 2 players down, even though they had the Uber advantage. They were pushing into 6, and they weren't able to control the flanks because they were -2, and I think that was Denny that came around and forced Kisakala. But anyway, Saints somehow managed to lose the point anyway, and they're back on last, but with an Uber advantage. So now they have the unenviable task of pushing out from Snakewater last and trying to make something happen here on second. It's so easy for the medic to just get out of here alive, so really up to Publiclir to try and find some frags. But as I say that, I see Denny is actually running engineer, so maybe they're gonna leave him behind and push there, but no, they feel like they've waited too long and they're gonna go back here. Little do they know, they still have had a pretty sizable Uber advantage there, but they're not going to commit with it. They're going to sit back, they're going to hold here, they're going to sandbag on their 3-1 lead, and why not? We're Europe, baby, we play to the clock.
Yeah, exactly. With 30 minutes left, it's definitely possible for them to just sit and hold this last point. Especially with an engineer, they can do it. It's actually like very plausible for them to just turtle up. Snakewater, the last point has always been a little bit like this. I think with the changes, it's not quite so bad, but it'd be interesting to see what they try and do to break this. He's moved the sentry gun over to this right side now, and I quite like this position. They can't shoot the enemy team until quite late, but he also can't be spammed down from a distance, so they always have to think about it. I guess they'll know that the engineer's there by now, they should have heard it. Yeah, it's just to see how Lazy Pandas attack now, because the onus is on them to push. They don't have all the time in the world now. There's only 13 minutes left to get 2 rounds, and on Kaya dropped the Uber, I think. I heard an Uber drop. Yeah, Kaya's dropped his Uber, so he's down with Caps as well, and 4 versus 4, but with the Uber advantage, they'll just wait for their players to spawn, and the Uber will come in then from Lazy Pandas, and I imagine they'll be pushing down this left side to try and deal with the sentry straight away. But in fact, have they swapped back? Yeah, they don't even have an engineer.
Sentry went down. Yeah, it was like Zip went in and dropped on Kaya, and Mookie killed the sentry at the same time. So it was like worst case scenario. They lost both their Uber and their sentry. Like usually lose one and hold the other, but wow, disastrous. Here comes the charge, so it's going to be Zub and Eldred bringing the pain. They're trying to focus down the heavy weapons guy, but he's still alive. They're down to 8 health before he gets cleaned up, but this guy got a half a kill. And they have their own heavy as well, always a great insurance policy for any last push. That heavy inching his way towards the point, gunning down all and sundry. There's Uber cells being popped off there on Kai. Not going to be able to get charged though, having just respawned, and that's going to be another round on the board here for Lazy Pandas. The comeback is on.
Yeah, it was a great decision from them to run the heavy. I didn't see it at all until he arrived in the last fight, but yeah, like you said, it's just the insurance policy. If you can get the heavy in and you've already made it quite an equal fight, it just changes everything. They suddenly have a huge guy to try and focus, and at that stage in the fight it's really difficult to. The beginning of this mid is just kind of chilled, nobody really doing a great deal of damage. Both bombs now coming from Publiclir, and did they manage to get anybody? Yeah, they got Haptical, but both soldiers have gone down, and Mookie's gone down in response, so Onkai getting taken down by Zub. Zub doing work once again for his team, and Hildreth on 2 HP just hiding, walks past Samira, and they're having a little duel here. He gets taken down. Samira with a pick onto Hildreth, but looking like he'll get killed as well, and he does. Sheepy finishes up, cleans him up, and yeah, the bomb wasn't nearly as successful as they needed really from Publiclir. They're going to lose the mid, and they've lost their medic as well, so they'll have a huge Uber disadvantage on the second point.
I think Hildreth felt sorry for Samira there, just ended up killing himself. So let's go ahead, buddy, take the frag. I don't even want it. He's questioning as well in the chat there. What? Doesn't understand what happened. Big Uber advantage here for Kisakala though, and Lazy Pandas continuing to be in the driving seat here. They're moving forward. They're going to go lower through that lobby onto green, and preferring the wide open spaces it seems, but they're taking a very leisurely pace here. Like slowly but surely they're losing that Uber advantage. There's Alba going to get caught out on sniper. Cabs comes in behind with the big bombs, does eventually get the foresight, but Publiclir with 2 players down and about to lose the point. I mean, Lazy Pandas can easily just continue to push here, try and find a frag. Smear is prime candidate here. He's just reloaded his skis, he's dead at his trap as well. He's being pushed back by Haptical. Bomb comes in from Mookie. No, the respawn comes in for Alba, who immediately dies. Got baited into that one by his demo man. Now Smear is going to rotate around to the left. Uber gets popped off there for Onkaya and Bani, and as things just calm down a little bit, it's turned into, I was going to say 4 on 5, but now it's 3 on 5. As Lazy Pandas find a quick frag there, they're going to get another one. Surely there's 2 super weak players there on the right hand side, both scouts from Lazy Pandas. Haptical and Sheepy chasing them down. The respawn's coming in though from Publiclir at the same time. Danny and Alba trying to do work, but just Denny dancing on the point is enough. Smear respawns, jumps around but kills himself with a pipe, despite killing off Kisakala there. That was insane, but it is going to be the comeback. I think it was their destiny since they would go ahead early and then end up losing. But
Lazy Pandas just completely not phased by going down three rounds in the first 10 minutes. They just managed to keep their composure, and they're coming back, and now all the pressure's on Saints. Like they had such a strong lead and just thrown it all away, and with only 8 minutes remaining, it's not like they're out of the game at all. They're playing really passive this time. No bombs at all at the moment. 2 soldiers up on the left side just waiting. They don't have any control of the top. Soldier now comes forward, and both soldiers bomb all the aggression onto Publiclir, and the return bomb from Caps that time, but they do get the pick onto Mookie, so they have a slight advantage in men, but they don't have a good position at all at the moment.
There's crits coming in here.
Oh, crits, that's why I didn't see it at all that time. It was a great sticky take on Sheepy, and they're going to chase with it, but no, they're not going to catch anything. It was unfortunate Smira playing really aggressive to try and get the medic, but Kisakala, they'll lose the midpoint, but Kisakala will have the Uber. It'll be interesting to see now if they try and play a back half or something. I'd like to see him try and go around this Uber, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do.
Oh, they're not going to take the bait. Mickey is going to jump round. He sees that there is a Publiclir, his scout there, Alba just backing off and peppering him with shots, but oh, Zub's going to take the Uber and kill off Smear. On Kaya surfs out, grabs a kit down below, and with only 3 players remaining alive, there's Smear on the respawn, but I think Publiclir will be happy enough that they forced the Uber there. They've sort of leapfrogged the point, they've given up middle, but they've got the Uber advantage, and now they get the chance to push, but they're 2 down. They're going to have to wait for the respawns of Alba and Vanny. But this is going to be a tricky one because their opponents know that they're still running crits, and they can choose to play super defensive if they want, or even just all jump in and try and cross them at once. Mookie's super weak there, down as low as 1 health. Will eat that splash. Caps with the rocket round the corner. They're going to clean him up. So that threat that probably would have killed off the crits medic has been taken down, but the real threat here is the fact that Kisakala now has an Uber of his own, so Uber beats crits, right? Oh, look at this, they're going to Uber in with Sheepy. They're going to try and use Sheepy to assassinate Onkaya, but they Ubered way too early there. Onkaya saw it coming and just simply walked away. Now they have a great hand here, an ace in the hole. It's Crits Krieg, baby. What's going to happen, Spin?
They're coming in now from this right side, but there isn't anyone to hit at the moment. Hildrick is all the way back. I don't know whether they're going to waste the crits on their right, so I suspect they won't. And they're just going to cap the point and try and use it onto the second. Kisakala's close to this right side now.
Oh, Onkaya down to 40.
I missed him. I thought he'd taken him, but no.
He's managed to hold on to that Crits Krieg, and they've got the man advantage as well, so they can push here without even using the crits. But
he's had the Crits Krieg for absolutely forever. Like, he could have used it like 3 times in the time that he's been holding onto this one Crits Krieg. But credit to him, like they've managed to fight against an Uber and completely cut it out before they push back in. And just using the fear of this Crits Krieg now, they're forcing everybody back, and they actually use it now into the left side of last. Doesn't catch anyone with the first sticky, and he gets. Oh, he did. He caught Kisakala. Was he in the spawn door? Because I thought the spawn door was closed before he fired it. That's a fantastic sticky. I thought the door closed this time. But yeah, great sticky from Smira. Takes down the medic, and the fight is going to be firmly in their favour as they push on to last now. Pushing in through the left, they do spam back 1 scout, but yeah, they're going to just chill for a second, get re-heal, and see what they can do. They had the level 1 sentry was on last, and helped them out a little bit there for Lady Pandas. It was a bit of a shame that they couldn't push on a little bit harder there.
Yeah, it's a smart play from Mookie to switch off to NG. Like, obviously sentries don't take crits damage, so that's always a smart play. If you have time, can be a successful counter to crits, although they held off. They will be facing another crits because they didn't manage to kill off Onkaya, and here they come. It looks like they want to use the long range sticky sniping abilities of Smira again, but they're just trying to bait someone close. Zub is close. Onkaya hasn't popped off yet. Oh, Smira is super weak. Zub on 8. Can't land the fatal shotgun onto Onkaya, who survives on about 50 health. But with no demo man and a soldier down here, Publiclir are looking a little bit sketchy. They backed off, but the whole time element is really kicking in, because even though Kisakala died way back when, he is now back up and has a full Uber charge in the tank here, so they can push with impunity, assuming he can hit that right click.
Yeah, that's it. Onkaya needs to not hold on to his crits for so long. I mean, they're useful, but they're not gold dust. And he's really like holding on to it as long as he possibly can. He could have just popped it out there and forced them to just be a little bit more defensive, and they would have charged another one by now. But I guess he's just, on the other hand, he does have this fear of the crits now. Kisakala knows that they could crits on him from any time, and so he has to be thinking about his positioning a lot more, about where he holds, and knowing that he can die very quickly. He needs to be a lot more defensive, and it looks like they're not going to bother pushing out. They did peek into lobby for a little while, but they just backed off, and Kisakala in the standing position on the left, and Kaya drops to sticker trap from Hildrift.
Where was that? Where did he go?
I didn't see it. I just heard the noise, and Kaya again with his second drop, and surely they'll be looking to push out now, and they have no fear of this crits, and they have a full Uber.
I was watching the Mookie spy there. He had gone spy trying to make a play, but was shut down. And then I hear the drop sign just echoing across the map there, but yeah, it seems like Onkaya dropped his crits. He's respawned with the medigun, but Publiclir lose 3 players in this engagement without getting the force off, and Lazy Pandas find themselves with a bit of momentum. There's 3 minutes and 15 seconds left on their own 2. Denia is behind a spy right now. He's coming in. Oh, Kisakala turns around, his scout Sheepy spots the spy. Nice reactions there, and he will survive the backstab. Uber does get forced though by Caps, but that's 2 players down for this. And Hildreth is trying to push ahead here. He wants blood, man. He is demanding blood for the Blood God. Pushing ahead here, continuing with the aggression. They're going to send both soldiers spawn in here. Sheepy is chasing after as well as they still cap the spawns. Coming in behind though, Caps with the forward spawn. He's a threat onto Kisakala. Actually goes for the frag there onto Zub. Might get the medic as well. Oh, can't land it. But Alba's on here to Kisakala. Finishes him off. Will die himself on 2 health. But nice air shot there from Mookie right at the end to shut down Denia. And Lazy Pandas, wow man, they are just on fire here and set to push last.
Yeah, some really great play from them. Just huge aggressive plays and supported really well by Hildreth. It was mainly the bombs from Zub and Mookie that came in, and Hildreth just walked up behind them, piled on the damage, and they got a lot of kills really early on. And then, like I say, it just came down to the DM as it came to the clean up. And Onkai got taken down by Sheepy, and this, you know, forced them back onto the last point. Headshot there from Alba this time? Yeah, Alba on the sniper this time. Gets the headshot onto Happy Girl and Mookie, so it takes 2 players down and nullifies their attack for a little bit of time, and they may be able to hold on for their 1 point at the moment at this rate.
These guys, no respect for the Alba sniper. Happy Girl was just like standing stationary on the roof, and Mookie was just trying to outsnipe him with rockets, but he lost that fight as well. But as we see, he has respawned as Spy. And this is genuine Highlander action. We're going to see an NG on last from Denny and a Spy on the field here from Lazy Pandas. Roamer Mookie, also Alba still sniping, so like either of those targets, there's like 3 decent picks here for Mookie. If he kills the sniper, it'll be fine. If he kills the NG, great, or stabs the sentry, or even gets the medic, awesome. Any pick would be good. I'm just hoping he can deliver this time.
Alba just sitting on his right side, trying to peek for a shot.
Oh, medic reacts, turns around, he gets off 2 face stabs though, or 2 body stabs, if you know what I mean. But oh, Uncatch it Ubered. He Ubered anyway. He got the force. Vicky and Zub again doing work. Zub managed to get that drop a few last pushes ago, but this time they combined to get the Uber pop there onto Ankaya. He still remembered that drop. He was scared.
Alba just found the medic there with his snipe, but wasn't able to actually hit him. He got forced back by the demo just in time. Scouts coming from the left side here, and with the demo as well, and they've already got the sentry and the dispenser down. They've got huge cap time already. This is really great for them. The medic is going to get taken down there. But the soldiers up onto the left side. 2 soldiers now for Lazy Pandas against the entire team for Publiclir. Surely they're going to get shut down. 1 soldier now on the left side. Zub just behind the house, and all the spam's coming in, but it's not really hitting him at the moment. He's doing very well to avoid damage. 5 HP. He gets taken down eventually, and with only 11 seconds left, Deniers, cheers.
This is it. All he wanted was a point. Oh, I was missing it. You know, this is it. Like, this is the... Even if they lose this upcoming golden cap, they still manage to get 1 point.
The celebrations come out from saying...
They don't even need to play the golden cap. They are already champions of the world. Congratulations, Saints. You got a point this season.
Yeah, on Kaya, you can have the default win on the golden cap. They don't care. They got their point. That's all they came here for.
Permzilla, we really need to change these rules. The golden cap thing, it doesn't make sense. Sure, it makes sense to decide who's a winner and there's no draws, but why do teams get points for losing slowly? Saints don't deserve any points. All they did was sit on last. They sandbagged for a point. This is unacceptable. I quit TF2.
I have to agree, to be honest. Like, I don't understand why the golden cap itself is a good idea, but I don't see why people need to get points for it. But I guess that's a discussion for another time.
It's cause we should also be best friends and hug each other and spread love, man. This is competition, though.
We're not allowed losers in the UK. Everyone has to be a winner.
That's it. It's that horrible British attitude, or of an American mindset here in ETF2L. But yeah, we will be going to a golden cap, guys. I'm pretty sure it's gonna happen. I just read in the chat there, Mookie saying "fuck me in the ass." Slightly exasperated by that, or maybe he's just feeling a bit horny. I don't know, Spin. But we might be getting underway pretty soon. This will be the last roll of the dice here for Saints to not only get 1 point, but potential to get 2. Like, what's better than getting 1 point in a season? 2 points, baby!
They could double their success in this golden cap right now.
That'd be like winning back-to-back titles.
It'd be interesting how they try and play this mid, because like I said, the first couple of mids were really strong. Cap's doing great work, but then they shut him down, I think, in the latter few, and obviously they brought it back. But I think I'm quite interested to see. I think they're going to play it really aggressive. I think they're not going to be too afraid. It doesn't make any difference. Like I said, they've got their point. They're going to just. I think they're just going to go full stiff on the golden cap.
Yeah, and chatting to Hildreth yesterday or earlier on today, was I forget about it. He was saying that he wasn't sure if they were going to take the game too seriously, but they did manage to show a lot of composure, even though they had Pathicul in here instead of Lazy Bear. Sure, they went behind, but they managed to, you know, dig deep, come up with 3 rounds without response, and even though the points and the result of this game mean nothing, they have surely given themselves a chance to defeat Saints, the plague of ETF2L Premiership.
Yeah, that's it. But they have to live with. Well, I was going to say they have to live with the shame of losing a point to Saints, but then they also got a point of Epsilon. So what can you say? They've had a pretty good season both ways, both ends of the spectrum, I suppose.
Yeah, they've got a lot of upsets. Well, if you call them upsets, they took 3 points off Rocket and 3 points from Phoenix as well, I think. But yep, we're going here live on this golden cap here on teamfortress.tv with Admirable Spin and Sideshow. It's Crits Creek again from Onkaya, and I feel like they had the most success in those mids where they had the crits threat as well. But look at this, they're playing very defensive, and they actually have Denny running Spy to mid. I love this from Saints. Gonna stick Mookie bombing up and Zub with the follow-up bomb as well, but both those Publiclir soldiers managing to just hold on to the high ground there. There's that Spy coming in, Denny on to Hildreth.
He takes down the demo man, he's on the medic now as well, he's just sitting behind the house. Everyone else gets taken down, it's just him, somebody goes down, huge plays. Massive
Spy versus Soldier. Cap's on 10 health against 3 here. Manages to get one frag, the Mookie could get another one to Pathicul if he just shot the floor there, but won't manage to get that one. And Saints pulling out all the stops here. It's like they're on their victory lap, man. They're just showboating right now.
Spy gets 2 kill on mid. That was absolutely immense. Yeah, Onkai will have the advantage here. He's won before, and it looks like they're just going to push straight on. I think they're actually going to get a pick onto a scout here. Yeah, both scouts down now for Lazy Pandas, and that'll be really huge for them pushing in. I don't think they're going to be able to stop them moving in. They don't have to worry too much about the back cap now. Although, as I said, that Mookie got the back cap last time. They're already on mids. They haven't used their Uber, or they don't even have their Uber yet, so they haven't needed an Uber to get into mids. They've got the midpoint back, and yeah, it's good play from them. They're looking in the driver's seat at the moment. It just depends how well they use their Uber advantage. They know they have it, surely know they have it, but they have a heavy on second point here, and the Uber comes in really fast, so not wasting any time at all. Going on to the many goes down. It's really great play from them, and Heavy goes down as well quickly, and all the deaths for Lazy Pandas here. Publicly hugely in the driving seat. Take the second point, and they're going to be able to push straight onto last now.
Well, this could be it, all over in the blink of an eye. Hildreth is holding forward in the lobby, but there's already a scout on the point. ×4 there. Slam dunk right there from Publiclir.se, aka Saints. They've taken 2 points. They are the real winners here in ETF2L Season 18. Oh my god.
Yeah, 4-2 loss for Saints, but yeah, Publiclir, Saints, they've done well in the end. Got their 2 points, and they can leave Prem with their heads held high.
I think we've been having this with the stream. I'm just finally taking a look at Twitch chat here. We look at the logs or do interviews, but I'm going to do neither of those things. We all know that Saints are the real winners here. What I will say though is that there's going to be fully charged EU coming up in about 20 minutes time. I know it wasn't promoted or announced or anything, but yeah, we're going to do that. We're doing it guerrilla radio style. We're just going to pop up there and bring
Tell
you
me what
some...
that is again? Is that the thing you did ages ago with
Yeah, the
interview thing where you have
talking
webcam
heads
and
show.
stuff?
Exactly.
Ah, cool.
That's going to be happening in 20 minutes time. Onkai is asking me for an interview. Should we bring him in? I think so.
I think we should.
You can do the interview.
I can do the interview. Okay.
No, we'll do it. He is keen to, celebrate. I think we should celebrate with him. Yeah, absolutely. I will send him the info right now. We should get Hildreth in as well. Let's just go for it. We'll go for broke here.
Yeah, sure. Get the pair of them in.
Sideshow.
It'd be interesting to find out what their plans are for next season anyway.
Exactly. Sideshow, stay with us here. Hopefully you have sufficient bandwidth to stream a Mumble interview. He's saying no, he's saying no. But delightful. Robot interview incoming.